This is a recap for Wednesday, December 9th. So what I did was I did some of the across and some of the down as much as I could fit on the paper. And what I'm going to do is walk through each one and just highlight the steps. So I'm going to get my yellow highlighter. So starting with one across, the first thing that I notice is that I'm going to do this. So that was 16. On this step, the next thing to do is multiplication. So that's right here. I also combined steps. I did 75 divided by 5, and that's 15. And then 32 minus 15 is 17, and I put it right there. First thing here, there's no parentheses, so I'm going to do this, and that's 8. From the next step, I'm going to do 15 divided by 5, that's 3. And then I'm going to go left to right. 2 minus 3 is -1, and then -1 combined with 16 is 15. So that's that 15. Inside these parentheses, I'm going to do this first. I see that 3 squared, that's 9. Then I do 9 plus 11, and I get 20. Next, I do 20 times 2, and I get 40. And then finally, 40 minus 28 is 12. So that's where that is. And you don't have to do 2 down. 2 down has been done for you. If you're doing this correctly, the answer is 12. So I'll just highlight the ones I've done so far. 1, 2, 3. 5 is the opposite of 3 squared. And the first thing that comes up is this parentheses. 18 minus 15 is 3. And the next step is to do this 3 squared, which is 9. Notice how the parentheses, there's no parentheses, so it's the opposite of 9. And then I'm going to do -9 times 3. I get -27. -27 combined with the 51 is 24. Notice how that 51 just kind of kept getting copied all the way down until we did it at the end. We used it at the end. So 5 across is 24. Whoops, there we go. I also did 6 across. The first thing I notice is I do 12 squared because there's no parentheses. That's 144. And then looking for multiplication division left to right, the first thing that comes up is 3 times 144, which is 432. The next thing that comes up is 432 divided by 24. That's 18. And then 39 minus 18 is 21. Third period, I wrote 18 in because I just dropped off that last step. And that's what happened if you were wondering what happened third period. With Melody doing it, and then I was doing it. And that's what occurred there. Okay, so also I did one more across. The first thing I noticed here was the parentheses, which is 100, or excuse me, just 90 minus 5 is 85. Next thing we have to do is the exponents. 2 squared is 4. Next thing we're going to do is 85 divided by 15 is 17. Next thing is 4 times 2 is 8. And then 17 and 8 is 25. So 9 across is 25. And then for some of the down, there's no parentheses here. So the first thing I'm going to do is 2 to the 5th power. Remember that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 32. Looking for multiplication division, I see it right there. 64 divided by 32 is 2. Still looking for multiplication division right there. 2 times 2 is 4. Add those together and we get 20. So 6 down is 20. 9 down, there are parentheses, and within those parentheses I see 2 to the 3rd power. That's 20, or 3 to the 3rd power. That's 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. Then we do what's inside those parentheses and get 20. And then we do the exponents, and that's 4, but we're copying everything else down. Our next step is 4 times 20, which is 80. And then finally 80 minus 57 is 23. So 23 goes like that. And let's see, I was marking these off. We did 6 across. We also did 9 across. And now we did 6 down and 9 down. And finally, we're going to do 10 down. The first thing we see is parentheses. Within those parentheses, we're going to do the exponent first. Then we're going to add and get 30. Then next we're going to look for multiplication, division, left to right. We see right there multiplication. And 4 times 30 is 120. And then finally we divide by 5 and get 24. So that's that one right there. So that's that one right there. Okay, so let's see how much of this we've got done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we've got half of it done there for you. And that is a recap for Wednesday, December 9th.